About the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister for the first time since the deadly stampede in September 2025, Vijay will be visiting Karur. Now, as far as 41 people who lost their lives in that unfortunate tragedy, and many saw this as a blemish in Vijay's political career right from the start, the Chief Minister who had also left the site of the incident. Of course, that time he was campaigning as a TVK party chief, and it has also happened at the time which has raised several questions over this event, this tragedy that unfolded. Vijay eventually did meet the families of the victims at a private resort near Chennai almost a month after the tragedy, but had not visited Karur in person till now. Now, as far as when it comes to the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's Vijay's visit to Karur, he will be reaching out to the families devastated by the stampede tragedy that happened in the month of September 2025 during the TVK rally, and he is expected now to hand over appointment letters to the legal heirs of the 41 victims, with 32 compassionate appointments that are expected to be issued. Now, this visit is being seen as a state's effort to provide relief and rehabilitation to the bereaved families that are now coming across. And of course, when it comes to the government job appointment orders to the kin of those who died in the stampede, Vashni, good morning, already seems to be getting a lot of eyebrows there, of course, when it comes to the questions that are now being raised. Of course, we are told that he will be also laying a foundation stone as well of a private limited store, which will also come up in an investment which is said to be above 1,700 crore rupees.
Well, very good morning to you too and to all our viewers. Right now, we are standing at the very location where the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Vijay, is going to be attending an event first today. As we all know, it's a very anticipated moment because last year when he was in Karur, almost 10 months ago, we all saw what happened. And for the TVK as a party to come over it and for the people of Tamil Nadu to come over it, it took a very long time. And now the Chief Minister is making his return as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, in fact. And this is also a politically very important moment because not just the opposition parties but also his own alliance parties like the CPI and CPM have opposed the decision of the government to distribute government jobs to the kin of the victims of the Karur tragedy. But now all the focus is about his comeback here. We are able to see, lots and lots of police, hundreds of police who have been deployed throughout this area, and there's been extreme police protection that has been put. Vehicles are being frisked, and only 5,000 people have been given passes, and only 5,000 people are going to be entering this mass arrangement that has been put up here. And he will be doing a roadshow as well today after this event, after he addresses the gathering here, and post that he is expected to go to the district collectorate where the job orders would be distributed to the family members. And there is also a foundation laying stone ceremony that is going to happen, which will also bring a lot of job opportunities for the people of Karur. Therefore, it is a very eventful day in Tamil Nadu, in Karur, and this probably could rewrite the entire Karur visit of Vijay, because the association of the word Karur has definitely sent shockwaves to a lot of people in the state, particularly the ones who witnessed it from the spot in September 2025. So we'll have to wait and watch what is going to happen. On one side, there's political drama about his visit, and on the other side, TVK is looking at this entire thing as paying respect to the people who've lost their lives and their families. So we'll have to see how this day goes to get to know more about what is the party planning to take forward with this entire
visit, a visit that is also bound with a lot of political reactions that have been coming in, and of course the fight that was also legally taken up to the Supreme Court of the country. But as Vashni is getting us the updates, the Chief Minister's visit, security that has been tightened with more than 5,000 police personnel that has been deployed for crowd management. There is also traffic regulation and also emergency response. Let's in the meantime also talk about how the opposition has been reacting to the Chief Minister's visit, because just ahead of that, the people who died or have been affected because of the Karur stampede, this decision has now drawn criticism from at least of the allies of the TVK as well. Now, there are certain of them who are now asking an offering of the government jobs in the absence of the established norms, according to them, would be setting a bad precedent. While the CPIM is also questioning this move, saying that the Karur stampede investigation is still underway, and such announcements could rather dilute the legal process. Well, Vashni, this seems to be, a sentiment that is being shared from within the allies of the TVK. Of course, the opposition has been calling this move to be politically motivated, but what about the allies?
Well, right now we are seeing that the CPI and the CPM are heavily opposing this move of the government to distribute government jobs to the people, and particularly what we are noticing is that it's not just the opposition but the alliance, but because they've also very clearly mentioned that we are, giving our support to the government and we will raise our voice when it is needed, and that is what we are, able to see the left parties doing right now, opposing this move. So the question that they are raising is that how come people who came to a political rally and lost their lives, how will the families of them be eligible to, receive a government job when thousands and lakhs of people are, preparing and working hard and writing competitive exams to secure such spots? It is not fair to give away these jobs that easily. It was not, it is not fair, is what the opposition parties, particular and the left parties, are saying at this point. But the government or the TVK party has not officially responded to it, so we'll have to wait and see how this is going to turn into a political battle. But all that put aside, right now we are also able to see that the plan for the today is going as per how the government has planned. We are going to see them distributing these government orders in the afternoon today after he finishes this public meeting here. So it is definitely going to be very interesting to see, because like you mentioned, it's not just the opposition parties, it's parties that is given their support to the government.
We have to see that is being done there at the site where the Chief Minister is going to be present. Of course, there are a lot of eyes that would be on his today's symbolic visit. But of course, when we speak of the rivals of the TVK, that also we seem to be gunning for the Vijay government. We've already seen how the DMK took the fight to the Supreme Court, and they have now called this move to be politicizing a tragedy for their own benefit. Remember, the Supreme Court had rebuked the DMK over the plea against the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's Vijay's visit, and of course in connection with the September 2025 Karur stampede, saying that he's not an accused in the case and the Supreme Court cannot dictate where the Chief Minister goes.
TVK wants to politicize it. First they politicize by saying that DMK used the police to kill the victim, and then this issue of giving ex gratia and giving job on compassionate ground is not something that is that has a precedence in history of Tamil Nadu. Tomorrow if some other tragedy happens, will the TVK government give the same kind of a remedy to those victims is a big question mark. They will not do it.
So let's tell you exactly what came in from the Supreme Court last week in a rebuke as far as to the DMK is concerned, because the DMK did not want this visit to happen, and then after had moved the Supreme Court with a plea urging the Supreme Court to ban this visit of the Chief Minister and also the TVK party functionaries to Karur, but the Supreme Court refused to entertain their plea and gave us some stinging observations. So observations that talks about saying that the Supreme Court is not a forum when it comes to political dispute, and also saying that it seems to be a counter to free speech with more speech and not just a judicial gag. Also saying that we cannot impose injunction when it comes to free speech, and we cannot fix the Chief Minister's itinerary. So Supreme Court cannot dictate whether Chief Minister can go or cannot. And check your facts, and this is as far as the Chief Minister is concerned. Of course, there are other accused who are now turned into ministers in the current Tamil Nadu state government. But as far as the Chief Minister is concerned, he is not an accused in the case, and the government compensation cannot influence the victim. So this has just happened last week ahead of Vijay's visit to Karur is now concerned. But let's in fact talk about the Congress party as well, because the Congress party, once being an ally of the DMK, has now turned into a coalition partner of the TVK. And they are now quick to hit back at the DMK, their former ally, asking that why does DMK in the first place have a problem if the Vijay government is assisting the kin of the Karur victims?
We have never seen such a CM till today. It was always the paid crowd standing there to tell that their leader is going. It is all the public by themselves coming in and standing. So this incident of, CM, Honorable CM going to Karur, taking care of the victims' families, giving them jobs or giving them any government schemes or whatever, is not going to increase his image. It is for sure he's got a better image always.
So this has been mainly highlighted by the Supreme Court. When we talk about the FIR, of course, when it comes to the individuals there who were TVK functionaries and now have turned into TVK ministers now, but also said to be accused in the Karur stampede case, including Basi Anand, who is now a TVK minister. Then we are looking at Nirmal Kumar, TVK minister. Then we are looking at others as far as the TVK secretary is concerned, but mainly who has not been named as far as in this FIR is concerned is the Chief Minister himself, which is Vijay, and this has been squarely highlighted and pointed out by the Supreme Court of the country. But in the meantime, let's also talk about another opposition party in Tamil Nadu, which is the BJP. BJP, although seemed to be in consonance with the CPI and the CPIM being the allies of the TVK for opposing jobs being provided to the Karur stampede victims, saying that the incident happened during a TVK election rally and when he was not the Chief Minister. Now, they are of the opinion that the TVK cannot evade responsibility by putting the burden on the Tamil Nadu government.
On what basis is Mr. Vijay doling out all this when already the matter has been placed before the court? It is pending. If the court says no, will he withdraw these job orders that he has given? I think it is downright insulting, and I think the people of Tamil Nadu should not. He keeps giving, the government jobs to all the people who are around him. What is he thinking? I think it will be good if Mr. Joseph Vijay backtracks on this and stops doling out.
A huge arena all set to welcome the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay for tomorrow as he makes this a very important return to the district of Karur after the very heartbreaking and the horrific tragedy that happened in the month of September when he was here for the election campaign. Karur saw never seen before tragedy where 41 people lost their lives in a very scary stampede that took place during the election campaign rally that the TVK had organized, which is now under the investigation of the CBI. There's a lot of cases against them and there is a lot of back and forth. But on the same time, he is making his return here after almost 10 months, and he is here to meet the victims and their families, and he's also here to give them the government jobs that he has now announced. In fact, there's already the compensation ex gratia that was given by TVK and the previous government of Tamil Nadu. But right now, the current Chief Minister Vijay has gone a step ahead and has announced 41 government jobs. So that is why we are seeing the political, back and forth that is going on between the DMK and the TVK. And let's talk to some fans here, I suppose. Vijay fan Daningar. So already vanda avaru pona varsham vandindar election campaign appo da 41 பேர் வந்து இறந்து போனாங்க. இப்போ அவர் வராரு. நீங்க வந்து இத சுத்தி நிறைய ஒரு அரசியல் நடந்ததை நம்ம வந்து இத்தனை நாட்கள்ல பார்த்தோம். நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? கரூர் மக்களா உங்க மனசுல என்ன இருக்கு?
என்ன நினைக்கிறேன்னா, மக்கள் வந்து விஜய் தான் எதிர்பார்க்குறாங்க. வந்தால் பரவாயில்ல. முதல்ல பிரச்சனை இப்போ பிரச்சனை இல்லை. அவர் சீமையாக இருக்கார். வந்தால் பரவாயில்ல. இல்லை அவருமா இருக்காங்க அண்ணா பார்க்குறதுக்கு. நாளைக்கு 10 மணிக்கு வர சொன்னாங்க. இல்லை மக்களுக்கு நிறைய பேர் பார்க்குறதுக்கு கௌரவமாக இருக்குது.
Let's in the meantime shift focus